March feels like a lifetime ago. March 12th was the big day for us. We got a call from our first school district that they were closing school. And then we got a call from the next one and the next one, and it just hit home.
The crisis at the moment was childcare. How do we keep families working when their kids aren't in school and maybe not able to go to daycare? And Chris actually called me and said, you know, what can we do? What can the Y do? I think he was thinking of PPE and stuff like that, but I said childcare. So we started off thinking of the sheriff's office, but that quickly blew up. And it started involving, you know, think of the hospitals and doctors' offices.
Yeah, we're essential workers, there's no question about it, but essential workers have families, they have children, and if they can't get their family taken care of, they can't be here to care for the community. So when we reached out to YMCA, they stood up immediately, and they stood up throughout the crisis.
And right now we're setting up an emergency care program here. Every single day kids, parents who are emergency care workers, or if there's other situations where they need care, are able to come and drop off their kids here for the day. So it's a really chaotic time for everybody, both parents and kids as well. And so to be able to provide some kind of structure is really helpful and supportive.
Throughout emergency camp, we were faced with obstacles around food insecurity within our community. We were constantly partnering with other organizations to ensure that our neighbors had enough food to eat.
And all I could think about was all these people who were home, who couldn't go to work, and also didn't know how they were going to feed their families. And so we decided, hey, let's go ahead and have a food drive. And that was when the YMCA stepped in and said, yeah, well, we're going to help you with that. And together with the Y, we have raised $20,000 for Sister Carmen, as well as gathered 11,000 pounds of food. There's just so much need, and the Y is a place that can do that. It can function with all of those umbrellas and kind of try to help with the rain.
We pivoted and we moved into summer day camp, which was still under the guidance of COVID direction from the health department. Our parents needed it. They needed it so they could go to work, and our kids needed it to feel normal again, to jump in the pool and kick a ball with their friends.
I have an only child. She was 5 when the school shut down, and it became clear as we headed into summer that she needed to interact with kids her own age. She needed to be able to go out and run, and realized that the YMCA had options open again, and that they were following all the COVID protocols, and that it was affordable for my child. I really feel like they're invested in making sure the children in this community and my child has a place to go and a place to grow. So she is now in a remote learning support childcare, for lack of a better way to put it, out at Louisville with some of the same counselors that she had.
Throughout 4 school districts, we're providing virtual learning opportunities so that kids aren't having that learning loss right now.
So my husband and I both work full-time. We're both essential workers. We are fortunate enough to get to work from home, but we both have very demanding jobs that we have to be like on virtual meetings, or our attention needs to be focused on work. I felt like I was at a position where I needed to quit my job and stay home and take care of my kids, because I didn't know how to support them. I was choosing between educating them, or I was choosing between or saying that they didn't need to worry, let's give up this year in school, or can I just pick my favorite kid and help him succeed this year? Like, these were actual decisions that our family was struggling with. And then when the YMCA came out and announced that they were going to provide this amazing virtual environment, we took advantage of it and said, let's see what happens. What I can say is that every single choice that we've made to include the Y in the things that we've done, in the ways that we've taken care of our kids, has really helped us. We would not be where we are today if the YMCA had not had these programs available for us.
The Y was there when nobody else stepped up to fill in those blanks. The Y was there for me and my family, even though we had never been a member of the Y community or any of that. When I went looking, they were there, and they continue to be there. I mean, we need the Y here to fill in the blanks for those of us that don't have other options.
And this isn't over. This is the beginning still. So whatever we need to do and whatever pivoting we need to do to make sure that we're serving the community, we're going to do it.